Alright, what's up you beautiful soldiers? I have a class setup video. Yeah, it's typical. It's fucking typical. I get it. This video is going to be specifically for solos, and I'm going to go into why this is the loadout you should be getting as soon as you can every time you play solos in Modern Warfare. Warzone has two kind of shitty metas going on. They're not shitty, well, yeah, they're a little bit shitty. They're annoying. We have two metas going on, and that is the vehicle and the thermal meta. They're like, those are the two. You got two fucking in-betweens. You're driving around running people over, or you're sitting on top of roofs and using thermal and abusing the shit out of it. Sorry. We're all those people, okay? So here is the class I recommend for solos. There's only one change I could say, and that is your submachine gun is really up to preference. I know a lot of people are enjoying the fully kitted MP7, but the MP5 I'm just like a god tier laser with. Look at that bad boy. So I gotta stick with the MP5 right now. I might switch soon. So the goal of this class setup is to take care of vehicles that are endlessly pushing you while you yourself are using vehicles to your advantage, because I mean it's the meta, it's the best way to win. So for starters, you're gonna come in here and pick a fully kitted submachine gun. Definitely the MP5, it is like my fave, but the MP7 also hits hard, so you kind of choose between the two. Next, you are going to want the RPG. This is to take on every vehicle in the game. Most vehicles like blow up in like one hit unless it's the armored truck, so as long as you're not coming against the armored truck, you're kind of okay. And even then, hitting an armored truck with this fucking explosive, it scares the shit out of people. Like, people will dip from the truck right away, and you have the MP5 to back you up. So for perks, I know everybody is different on perks. Cold-blooded, it's the counter to the fucking thermal meta. You kind of have to do it. I know EOD kind of is the same way, but fucking cold-blooded. If you're getting hit by rockets, you are probably in a vehicle, so I avoid that situation. I jump out before I see like the fucking rockets spinning at my face. Yeah, go cold-blooded on this. This is going to stop everybody sitting on buildings with thermals right now from seeing you. You're still obviously going to get sniped by the people who are not using thermal, but it definitely takes off a lot of the pressure that you get hit from like 400 yards out, and you're like, what? Like, why, man? Just stop. Your next perk, I'm gonna go with restock, and this is because you want as many RPGs as possible. So what you're gonna want is to get an ammunitions crate and keep recharging that, or you can always go to buy stations and buy it, but I prefer to have this. That way I'm not even worried about it. I can have rockets right away. Fuck you guys. I would say Ghost is really the only other one if you would rather just use money from kills, so you don't need restock. So I also could recommend Ghost, but I stick with restock just so I always got fucking firepower to take on these people that I swear to God I get rammed every 3 games. Alright, the last perk is going to be amped. Remember, the meta is literally shoot your RPG and switch to your gun as fast as you can. So what better? You get faster rocket reload speed if you need to hit it twice, and then also you're going right to that SMG as quick as possible. I can't recommend it enough. It's how you play solos right now. As much as love me or hate me, it's how people are playing this game, and it's god awful annoying if you don't join them. For lethals, oh man, we go sweaty. We go with the C4. I mean, any explosive works, but C4, I mean, just plant it on a helicopter and see what happens. And then lastly, heartbeat sensor. There's no better tactical in the game. I'm sorry if you think Stim is better. I don't know what you could possibly think is better than the heartbeat sensor. It's a wild perk or a wild equipment, and you need it. So yeah, that's basically it for the class setup for solos. I'm gonna jump into a few games, see if I can get some highlights for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stick around for my squads class setup. It is different than this one. This is purely for the solo meta, which is people drive armored fucking trucks around the map. They run you over, and they use explosives on other armored trucks. It's the meta. You gotta kind of deal with it, and you gotta hide from cold-blooded, or from thermals with cold-blooded.